What happens when you open a bunch of apps all at once? What happens when you just open WhatsApp, you open Call of Duty Mobile, you open Spotify all at once? You're going to see a slight decrease in performance. You're going to see a slight decrease in responsiveness. I know, yes, most phones right now are actually like going to be good at opening these three apps all together, but I'm just trying to like explain the point that you're going to see a drop in performance because your phone is multitasking to open these three apps all together. Okay, let's say you open like 10 apps all together, then yeah, you're actually going to see a difference in your performance. Your phone is going to lag a bit. So what if that's the same thing with us when we try to multitask? What if like when you try to multitask you actually like drop in performance, just like the way your phone drops in performance when you open like 15 different apps together? A study was done by Sophie Leroy. She's a business professor at the University of Minnesota. So she did a study where she titled it, "Why is it so hard to do my work?" And this paper aimed to share an insight in the effects of multitasking on performance. In a paper, she introduced an effect she called attention residue, and it's that if you switch from task A to task B, the residue of attention gets stuck thinking about task A, and this residue is especially thick when work on task A was of low intensity. Even if you finish task A before moving on, your attention remains divided for a while. So this is the concept she was trying to talk about. So she tested this on some subjects, making them jump from one task to another task. And I think the task was that she make them jump from puzzle solving to decision making. And what she did was that she separated two groups. The first group would be that as they are trying to solve the puzzle, she won't allow them to finish solving the puzzle before she actually like took them to make on some decision making task. And then the second group was where she actually allowed them to finish the puzzle before moving them on to the decision making task. And what she found out was that people experiencing this attention residue after switching tasks are likely to demonstrate poor performance on the task. And the more intense the residue, the worse the performance. And from group A and group B, that is group A where she didn't allow them to finish doing their task before moving them, they actually experienced more attention residue, which means they actually performed worse in both tasks they were given. So imagine you're actually trying to solve a problem on your phone. You're just trying to like sit down and work on maybe that math assignment, and then you get a text from a cute girl, and then you have no choice but to actually start talking to the girl. Maybe you sent a message to the girl yesterday, and then she just replied, and then now you're multitasking between checking your phone and doing your assignment. And as you're texting the girl, you're thinking of, okay, what's this assignment? What am I supposed to do here? And then as you're doing the assignment, you're thinking of, what should I respond to the girl? Or you're anticipating what she's going to respond to you. And in this process, you're multitasking. And if you think about it, you're not going to perform well in both tasks, which is either in your assignment or in talking to the girl. You're not going to be present while talking to the girl. You're not going to be present in doing your assignment. You're not really going to produce the best quality of assignment. You're not going to talk to her in a very like present way that she will actually like you, because in a way it's kind of like a lose-lose, trying to multitask between talking to a girl and doing your assignment. And then that rather than spread your focus out into different things, it's better to just multitask. It's better to just monotask. So just do, instead of multitask, hopping from task to task to task, hopping between different tasks, do one task, finish it up, and then move on to the next task. That is just how it's supposed to be. Instead of applying all your focus into multiple projects, multiple things, just focus on one project, focus on one thing, focus on one activity, and then boost that up to success and move on to the next app. So here are some actionable steps to help you multitask less. Here are some things that will help you to actually monotask more, do one thing at a time more. So the first one is have a step-by-step roadmap for your procedures. The second one is keep your mobile phone as far away from you as possible. The third one is disable your notifications. So the first one is have a step-by-step roadmap for your procedures. So this is a step-by-step process of how I make my videos. So the first of it is just a rough script where I just like pour everything out in a document, maybe on paper or something, and then in main script I transfer it into Google Doc. And then this is where I proofread it. I check if what I stated in the script are correct, and then I move to make the slides. I need to make these slides from the way I wrote out the script. And then I move to putting on some add-ons. This picture right here is an add-on. This is something that illustrates my point. And then I move to record. I talk about what is in the slide and just go through it like a presentation. And then I edit the video. If I have to put more add-ons, or I have to record, or I have to edit this, edit that, cut this out. And that's how I actually make this roadmap of how I make my videos. And You have a roadmap of how you're going to perform a task, whether it's your assignment, your project, or whatever. When you have a roadmap, it's very very hard for something to take your attention. It's very very hard for you to multitask because you've already like sorted it out. You've already created a roadmap of how you're going to do each step: step 1, step 2, step 3. So you don't multitask step together. So that is the first step. The second one is keep your mobile phone as far away from you as possible. So if you're performing a task that doesn't require your phone, then you need to put it as far away from you as possible, because when you keep your phone too close to you, when you keep your phone by your side as you're actually like performing a task, before you know it, your phone notification goes off, and then you need to check your phone, and then you're now multitasking between doing that task and then checking your phone and typing to someone or responding to somebody. So that is something you need to take into consideration whenever you're trying to do something important, whenever you're performing a task. Rather than keep your phone beside you and let it tempt you to use it, just keep it as far away from you as possible. If it's possible, keep it in another room and then do what you're supposed to do. And then you see that you're actually going to multitask less. You're going to just do your work and only your work. So the third one is disable your notifications. If, for example, maybe you're like me and you need to use your phone to perform some kind of work or assignment or research, then the best thing you can do is disable your notifications. Whenever you have your notifications on, anything can, maybe you're doing your assignment or you're researching, you can just get a random notification from your girlfriend that she wants to break up with you. And then what are you going to do next? What are you going to do then? You're not really going to be present anymore whilst you're working, because your notification was on, and then when she sent that breakup text, you saw it, and then your mind wandered off to what happened. And then you're actually going to put away your work and you want to talk to her and tell her, why did you break up with me? What happened? What did I do? This and that. And then you're not even present anymore to do whatever you need to do. Maybe you're in a deadline and then your notification was on, and then he sent you that message, and then now you can't actually meet the deadline because you saw the notification from her, and then now you can't work anymore, and then it's going to be messed up. That's why I said disable your notifications, so you don't want to start within checking your phone, checking what somebody said, and then also doing your work. Do one at a time. Check your phone when you're supposed to check your phone, and then do your work when you're supposed to do your work. So I believe that these three steps will help you multitask less and monotask more. These 3 steps will help you to do one thing at a time and help you improve your productivity on whatever task you're doing, whether it's you're trying to woo a girl, you're trying to write an assignment, you're trying to do a project, or whatever it is. You're actually going to be perform more when you do it one at a time. Right, thank you for watching. Until next time.